Today we will be talking about VS Code. Hi there, it's Peter here again, the guy who hates tomatoes but loves front-end development in today's live broadcast. Thanks for tuning in for the live broadcast. Thanks for tuning in for the replay. And today we will talk about VS Code extensions. Okay, so I will share the most useful VS Code extensions that I use almost every day or every day. And then I hopefully in the comments, if you leave some of your handy VS Code extensions, then some other viewers and fans of this channel can learn from it as well. Okay, so firstly I will share my own VS Code extensions that I use at work on my computer, and also the couple that I've got installed on my home computer. And then hopefully leave in the comments what sort of extensions you're using. But before we jump in, don't forget to share the broadcast. There should be a button somewhere, share. Make sure you share the broadcast, and then we'll jump straight into the content. We will be talking about VS Code extensions. I'm just sharing it now. And let me know where are you tuning in from. Let me know where are you tuning in from. Last time we had almost the whole world watching. Hello, why not backend? Bogdan, backend because I'm a front-end developer and I usually work on a team where there are specialist backend developers, so I only focus on the front-end, but maybe one day I'll jump into the backend as well. Hello to Arizona, Jared, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, as I said at the start, if you missed it, we will be talking about VS Code. Hello to India, Lima, Peru. The whole world is watching. Ukraine, South Africa, Tom from Germany. Guten Abend. Must be very late for you in Germany, but thanks for tuning in for the live broadcast. As I said, we'll be talking about VS Code extensions. Здравствуйте to Russia, Sergey. You see, I can read even the Russian, the Russian letters. Azbuka, or what is it called? So yeah, I didn't forget it. It's still there. 3 years of learning Russian and I can still read, which is cool. But we've been already 2.5 minutes live. There's a couple of people watching, so we'll get straight into the content. And these are my most favorite VS Code extensions. The first one is very handy. It's called Bookmarks. And what it does, it lets you 4:30 in the morning. Whew, crazy. The Bookmarks is very handy extension because it lets you put a little flag in a long file. It puts like a little bookmark and then you can scroll down to these bookmarks. So if you're working on a long file, especially, I usually end up working on a bit of function somewhere at the bottom, and then I need to refer a couple of variables from the top, and I've been always scrolling up and down between these two sections. And for that, the Bookmarks is very handy. So I can create a little flag at the bottom of the file, little flag at the top of the file, and then just use keyboard shortcut to flick between these two positions in the long file. So VS Code extension Bookmarks is very handy for that. Okay, it has three keyboard shortcuts once you set it, and then you scroll up or down to the next or previous point. Okay, so check it out. I've got all these also in my blog, on my blog. So I published VS Code useful extensions on my blog, so I'll leave the comment somewhere under the video, or if any one of you can jump on my blog and just copy paste the URL, collection of useful extensions for VS Code, that will be handy so everyone else can jump into that. So this was Bookmarks for VS Code. The other one is project management. Project management, when you're working on multiple projects, multiple folders, and you want to quickly open them or switch between one or two, then project management, VS Code extension is very handy. That lets you save your current folder as a project. So you give it a title, whatever you want. At the moment, let's say I'm working on a Webpack 2 tutorials, and then I have another version, Webpack 2 hot module replacement and Webpack 2 CSS loaders. I have these as a multiple projects, and I can quickly switch between any of them. There is a keyboard shortcut I think it's Command Alt and P, which lets you show all your projects. So you have a list of projects and then you can quickly switch between them. So this is called project management for VS Code. Very cool. The other one is called Path Intellisense, and this is very handy, especially when you're working with React or some other JavaScript framework, and that lets you pre-populate or autocomplete the path. So if you're importing something, that's fantastic. Sublime Text is good. So I'm not saying to switch, I'm just sharing my VS Code extension. So I'm sure a lot of these extensions you can find similar plugins for Sublime Text. So keep using Sublime Text, Alan, no problem. And the Path Intellisense really helps you to autocomplete the path. So if you're importing a function or variable from another file, and then inside of the quotes you start typing a path, this will pre-populate it. It will read your hard drive and see what are the options. So Path Intellisense is another very handy plugin. Then I've got autoclose tag, which I'm actually surprised why this is not part of VS Code. Every time you open your tag, we see you want to close it. So there is a extension which does that, autoclose tag, and I think the command is Alt and W. And then htmltagwrap. So htmltagwrap is if you have a paragraph of text, not paragraph of text, if you have a string of text and you want to select it and wrap it at the start, at the end, inside of any tag. So there is a very handy htmltagwrap extension. And again, Alt W will wrap any text you have selected into any tag you customize. I've been using WebStorms for Angular, VS Code pretty similar. I didn't actually use WebStorm, so I can't compare. So I've migrated from Czech to Australia, but I switched from Sublime Text to VS Code. Okay, so I'm ex Sublime Text user, and as I said, there are similarities, but I just like how everything it works out of the box straight away. Most of the stuff you don't have to customize it too much at the start. I found that when I started with Sublime Text, I had to install a lot of plugins for it to do exactly what I want. There's a lot of features built into VS Code, so that's why I like it. The terminal's built in, Git is built in, so I feel like everything is just in one nice package. It's also very, very fast. Yep, someone says it's editor. Sergey, it's editor. VS Code is IDE, so WebStorm's probably more full on. I hear ya, Jared, no problem. Feel free to share your favorite. If you also let me know who is using VS Code and who is using Sublime Text. I wish YouTube had some live poll so we can have a poll, Sublime Text or VS Code. But yeah, I switched to VS Code probably 6 months ago, and I really, really like it. It's fast, doesn't matter how big the project is. It's always very easy to search files, search inside of the files, and some of the extensions I'm just sharing, they make it a full package. Are there any VS Code fans in the house? Give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up if you VS Code users. VS Code 6 months. Sergey, yes. I hear you. Any other VS Code fans? And by the way, there are real thumbs up. When you start hitting under the video, there's a thumbs up button. At the moment we've got 7, so make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more VS Code, Webpack and React tutorials. Thanks a lot for the nice comments. No problem. Download it. VS Code, guys. VS Code is for free, so you don't have to pay for it anything. And what I like about it a lot, yes, it's perfect for React, and VS Code is perfect couple. And just wanted to say something. Yes, what I like about VS Code is Joel is in the house. Thumbs up, Joel. Thanks for tuning in. VS Code is very handy. What I like about VS Code is that it has very frequent updates. Every month they release a bunch of new features. For example, in the last release, a lot of people were missing the minimap on the right side. When you scroll down through a page, you should see in Sublime Text there was like a little mini map of your code, so you could quickly search and visually navigate through your code. And VS Code introduced it in the last update, and they made it only as a preview, so you need to turn it on, but I'm sure in the next version it will be on by default. Okay, VS Code faster than Atom? I think so. Yeah, I've worked with few people who used Atom and they really like the VS Code speed. So yeah, there must be a difference, but I never used Atom, so I can't really say. But yeah, I've heard other people saying that VS Code is faster than Atom. And what else do I have here? I can maybe flick the screen. It's gonna be probably weird. I'm switching the screen. I've got a black thingy. So what I can show you here, this is actually from. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen properly? Hang on. I'll just make it like this. This is me. Hello. And now, what I actually didn't know in VS Code, if you just type in exclamation mark and tab, it expands the default HTML boilerplate markup, so you don't have to write HTML head, body, and all the other tags. So you can just fill in the title and then tab into the body and start typing in. Okay, so this is a snippet, very handy snippet. All you need to do, just hit exclamation mark and tab, and you straight away have a body for your HTML. And then inside of it, if we just type in lorem and tab, it expands into lorem ipsum paragraph. Okay, very handy if you just need to, if you don't have the final content and you need to put in some placeholder text. So that is just a simple lorem and tab. And also, if you just want 2 words, you can simply type in lorem 2 tab, and that only outputs two words. Okay, so lorem 2, lorem 5 would be 5 words, and so on. You get the point, right? Then if I select it and if I want to make this paragraph, Alt W, and it's straight away paragraph. And if I want to change to div, I just simply type in div, and it selects both ending and closing tag and changes it for me. So this is the HTML tag wrap and the lorem ipsum straight away. What I also like, I'll switch back to myself. What I also like about VS Code is that it has built-in Emmet support, so you don't have to install Emmet on your own. You just need to start using it. Okay, so you hit all the CSS and expanding. It just works out of the box. Having trouble finding out data source. Sorry, too fast. The comment was too long for me to read, so maybe leave them under any of my videos. I can get back into it. Okay, are there any other handy extensions that you are using on a daily basis? I'm just quickly going to go through what I've got here. I've got a better merge, which helps you merge any conflicts more visual way. So you get like this green thing, and you just press it if you want to accept it or reject it. So better merge is another one. And what else do I have here? Align is cool. There's also better align that lets you. This is probably more if I show you again. I'll switch quickly to here, and if I go to app, and you see how I've got like a object with couple name and properties, and I want to align them. There is a cool extension called align, which lets me quickly just press Control, Command, and equals, and it will align the properties and the values nicely in one column. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and this is what it looked like before. Okay, so very simple but very handy, especially if you have a long file, and I've been using it recently on my React project. We have a lot of configuration, a lot of variables at the top of the page, and the settings and configs, and it's really cool if it all just aligns. Okay, maybe you align freak like me, so that is a better align or align extension for VS Code. Okay, that is all I've got written here, so I'm wrapping it up. The handy extensions were Bookmarks, Project Management, Path Intellisense, Auto Close Tag, htmltagwrap, no worries, then Better Merge, Better Align, and I think that was it. As I said, there is a link. There is an article on my site called A Collection of Useful Extensions for VS Code. So go check it out. That has many more extensions that I didn't even mention, but they are also handy. Okay, I will be wrapping it up now. The plan for today is to start recording another tutorials. As you know, I've been recording a lot of Webpack 2 tutorials, so hopefully you found them useful. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the like button on the broadcast and also on the individual videos, because that helps other people to discover them. Okay, so YouTube promotes videos with more likes. So if you enjoy some of these Webpack 2 tutorials, really hitting the like helps other people to discover them. Okay? Yeah, keep them coming, keep the likes button, keep the likes coming, guys. I'll really appreciate it. You're really awesome. And as I said, so I've recorded a lot of tutorials. The last one I published on Webpack 2 was how to load images, which was quite handy, and a lot of people left a positive comment. If there are any questions regarding Webpack, leave them under some of the videos so I can get back to them. All your comments inside of here, inside of this chat, it disappears for me, so I cannot go back and read it. So yeah, leave any questions regarding Webpack 2 under the Webpack 2 tutorials. And the last one, the next one will be Bootstrap, how to include Bootstrap into your Webpack 2 project. So how you can configure it, only include what you need. And also the following one will be how to minimize the outputted Bootstrap CSS to just what HTML elements you're using on a page. So sometimes even if you require the grid and you only use 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 columns, you don't need any of the other CSS. So there is a handy plugin that we will cover in the second next up video that lets you just minimize the style sheet to a minimum. Okay? And after that, I'll have a couple short and sharp VS Code tutorials as well, just to make sure you know exactly the keyboard shortcuts, just to speed up your production and productivity inside of VS Code. So I'll have a bunch of VS Code tutorials, and then I'll start on the React series. Okay, no problem, Ricardo. Check out all my other Webpack 2 tutorials. Okay, there's a lot of them. Text align, 3 smileys. Text align, what a cool nickname, text align. I hope there's a margin and padding is in the house too. Alright guys, hope you're working on something exciting. I'll be wrapping it up now so I can keep recording more videos for you. As I said, under every of the videos I'm uploading, if we hit 100 likes, I upload the next one straight away. Okay, so if you next time if you see any of my videos, hit the like button, and if we get 100, I'll upload the one I publish and make live the next video. Okay, 100 likes and you've got 2 videos in 1 week straight away. Okay, so it's up to you. No worries, text align. Hopefully you text align left, center or right. And hope you work on something exciting, something more exciting than just text aligning. Okay. Anyway, guys, great to see you. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I will catch you in my next broadcast again, 10 o'clock Wednesday morning. I'll be sharing the next thing, whatever that is. So yeah, make sure you stay tuned, stay curious, and happy coding. I'll see you next time.